The early December chill settled over the Redstone Plains, the 200-acre Texas ranch cloaked in a fragile stillness, the lake reflecting a pale morning sky, its surface rippling with a restless wind. Wildflowers along the pasture's edge clinging to life in muted yellows and purples, their delicate forms trembling against the vast expanse. Ancient oaks standing sentinel, their gnarled branches heavy with the weight of time, the air sharp with the scent of frost and cedar, cattle lowing softly in the distance, blending with the cry of a lone hawk overhead. John Parker, 54, stood in the barn, mending a harness, his weathered hands steady but his sharp eyes darting to the ridge, the memory of Victor's escape at the mill haunting him. The watcher's shadow replaced by a deeper unease, the red barn glowing faintly in the dawn, a symbol of resilience after the AgriCorps victory. But the burn scar on his forearm throbbing with a dull ache, a reminder that peace on this land was always hard-won, the wildflowers enduring despite the storms that had come before. Inside the house, the crew gathered around the kitchen table, coffee steaming in mugs, the air thick with the scent of roasted beans and the faint tang of hay. Ethan, now 14, sketching shadows form in his notebook, his face more resolute since the mill, Mary Ellen stirring her cup, her voice low. Victor's out there. He won't let this go. Frank Hensley nodding, his pistol gleaming on his hip. He promised accidents. Ranches burn. His tone gravelly. Tom Carter standing by the window, his broad frame a silent pillar. Saw smoke on the horizon last night. East of the ridge, Jake adding, Grayson's network plays dirty. We need to be ready. Matt tapping his laptop. I've been digging Victor's tied to a shell company. Grayson's front. But there's more. John setting the harness aside. We fortify, check the fences, secure the barn. No chances. Ethan looking up. I can help. I'm not sitting this out. John meeting his gaze, seeing the boy's determination. You're with me. We stick together. The lake shimmering beyond the ridge, its calm surface a fragile promise against the storm brewing. The wildflowers trembling in the morning breeze, the plains stretching wide and unbroken, their roots deep in the Texas soil. Midday brought a faint haze on the horizon. The scent of smoke creeping into the air. John and Ethan patrolling the northern pasture, Titan padding at their side, the dog's ears pricking as a distant crackle sounded, John's instincts flaring. That's no brush fire, he muttered, sprinting toward the ridge, Ethan keeping pace, the haze thickening into dark plumes, the wildflowers along the path wilting under the heat. The plains pulsing with unseen danger, their roots deep in the Texas soil. Cresting the ridge, they saw it, flames licking the eastern fence line, racing toward the barn. The dry grass fueling the blaze, John's heart sinking. Victor, he growled, radioing the crew, fire, eastern edge, move now. Frank and Tom arriving, faces grim. It's deliberate, smells like kerosene. Mary Ellen joining with buckets. We can't let it reach the barn. Jake and Matt hauling hoses, the fire roaring closer, the lake glowing silver in the distance. Its calm a stark contrast to the chaos unfolding, the wildflowers near the fence blackening in the heat, the plains stretching wide and unbroken, their roots deep in the Texas soil. The crew fought as a unit, John directing Ethan to the water pump. Keep it steady, kid. The boy working fast, sweat streaking his face, Mary Ellen and Frank beating back flames with wet sacks. Tom and Jake spraying hoses, the fire relentless, embers spiraling into the sky, the barn's red walls glowing ominously as the blaze closed in, John's Delta Force training kicking in. We make a break, clear the grass around the barn, shouting, grabbing a shovel, digging furiously, Ethan joining, the heat searing, the wildflowers near the barn curling in the inferno. The plains pulsing with the weight of survival, their roots deep in the Texas soil. Hours bled into a haze of smoke and sweat, the fire finally retreating under their efforts. Leaving a charred scar across the eastern pasture, the barn spared but singed, the crew collapsing in the ash-strewn dirt. John wiping soot from his brow. We got lucky, his voice hoarse. Ethan coughing. That wasn't luck. That was us. John clapping his shoulder. Damn right. Kid, the lake shimmering faintly, its calm a testament to the fight they'd won. The wildflowers trampled but enduring, the plains stretching wide and unbroken, their roots deep in the Texas soil. Night fell heavy, the crew gathered in the yard. The air acrid with the scent of burnt grass, John scanning the ridge, Victor's playing for keeps. This was a warning, Frank nodding. We need to hit back. Find him, Matt pulling up his laptop. I traced the shell company. leads to a warehouse in town. Grayson's hub. Mary Ellen's voice sharp. We go tonight. In this, John hesitating, the fire's aftermath weighing on him. We can't rush in blind. Sheriff Daniels needs to know. Ethan stepping forward. I can scout. I'm small. They won't see me. John shaking his head. No. You stay here with Sarah. Keep the ranch secure. The boy's jaw tightening, but nodding, the lake glowing silver in the distance, its calm a beacon of the peace they fought for, the wildflowers along the yard trembling in the night wind. The plains stretching wide and unbroken, their roots deep in the Texas soil. Under a starless sky, John led Frank, Tom, and Matt to the warehouse on the edge of Redstone. A rusted building tucked behind a junkyard, the air heavy with the scent of oil and metal, the crew moving silently, John's rifle at the ready, Frank's pistol drawn, Tom carrying a crowbar. Matt with a camera, the warehouse's windows dark but the faint hum of voices inside betraying life, John signaling to circle, finding a side door ajar, slipping in, the interior dimly lit. Crate stacked high, Victor's voice echoing, Parker's ranch burns next time, Grayson wants him gone, a man replying, we've got the fuel, hit tomorrow night. John's blood icing, motioning to Matt, who started recording, the evidence piling up, the wildflowers outside the warehouse trembling in the breeze, the plains pulsing with unseen danger, their roots deep in the Texas soil. A crate creaked, the crew freezing, Victor spinning. What's that? His men drawing weapons, John whispering. Now. Bursting from cover. Hands up. Gunfire erupting, bullets splintering crates. John diving behind a stack, returning fire, Frank flanking, dropping one man, Tom tackling another, Matt scrambling to safety, Victor's scarred face twisting with rage. You'll pay, Parker. Firing wildly, a bullet grazing John's shoulder, pain searing, but his focus unyielding. Not today, he growled, shooting Victor's leg, the man collapsing, clutching the wound. His men surrendering, John standing over him. It's over, Grayson can't save you. Victor spitting. You have no idea what's coming. The lake shimmering faintly in the distance. Its calm clashing with the chaos, the wildflowers outside enduring, the plains stretching wide and unbroken, their roots deep in the Texas soil. Sheriff Daniels arrived, cuffing Victor and his men. The footage handed over, a major blow to Grayson's network, but Victor's words lingered. John's shoulder bandaged by Mary Ellen back at the ranch, the crew gathered in the kitchen, coffee steaming. Ethan sitting close. You got him, the boy saying, pride in his voice, John nodding. For now, but Grayson's still out there, Frank adding. We've got names now. Victor's crew will talk. Matt tapping his laptop. I'm already on it. Grayson's next layer. I'll find it. Sarah smiling softly. We're stronger than they think. John looking out the window, the ridge quiet. But a new shadow flickering, then vanishing. The lake glowing silver in the dawn. Its peace hard won. The wildflowers blooming anew. Their roots deep in the Texas soil. The fight far from over.